You are looking live once again and currently here at the Royale with Cheese Arena in some indeterminate location on the internet, and we are here to bring you Monday Night Hockey. That's something different, or something we haven't done in a while at the very least. As we promised you more esports as the Lewis League continues in its season 3, we covered the first games on Thursday, and then we are also covering these games here on Monday night. So as we await, they're kind of scrimming right now, and I'm sure as soon as this finishes up, it'll be right on time for the actual games in which we'll see Albany. It'll be kind of like last week we saw a double shot from Philadelphia. Yeah, it's double shot Monday, and we'll see something similar from Albany tonight as they take on. Well, as a matter of fact, the teams they're taking on are the exact same teams in the exact same order that Philadelphia faced on Thursdays. So that's just kind of how the scheduling goes. But yes, we will see again New Jersey and Toronto in action. And can't say much from the standings so far. That's why we don't usually talk about them. That's one of the reasons we usually don't talk about them. But uh, the Albany team is at the bottom of the stand. It's week 2. They're at the bottom of the standings for whatever that's worth. And Toronto, who has been a team that struggled last season, they're on top and tied for first place with Boston and also with New Jersey. So each of these teams getting a chance to try to move up in the nascent standings so far. And there's a long shot and score from Adobe. Ooh boy, 59 miles an hour. This tells us. Yeah, we have the fancy statistics and stuff. The game has evolved very much over the years, and it's continuing to evolve. In fact, we have not yet seen its final form, I dare say. As and that's another reason we're doing these on Mondays and Thursdays, because there's a lot of action, but also, yeah, there's a lot behind the scenes, and it's kind of warming up, and it's time to get involved. And yeah, that's like a decade of doing this game, and wow, it really is. Because I'm thinking about it. Oh, what a shot from Gorf! Again, another downtowner. We'll see if the actual games tonight, if we see a lot of those, with the offside rules not being uh, set up for this season. There may be some changes in how people play, but I'm not sure that it'll make much difference. Of course, again, it's week 2, so we can't make too many assumptions about how they're going to play, what we're going to see. But we're seeing a very nice pass there. Oh, and a swing and a miss from close in. Yeah, it's just good stuff in this scrim here with the minute and. I mean, there's probably a million games that are really good like this that I never call because I'm just the competition games, and I do see the importance of the non-competition games. I mean, that's where legends are born, and then legends are made here. As Gorf, there was his 5th goal of the game, as one such legend. A 7-5 shootout here. It's like an all-star game, and the fact that building is emptying out as everybody's getting ready to get this thing started. Actually, ooh, we're a little behind schedule, but not much. I'm sure the rest of the teams will be here shortly. New Jersey's already showing up. There's Otto of course, the legendary player, and PK, also legendary. BG, Fizz, also all legends. Rezzy, you household names, and Kiwi's here too. I mean, everybody, the whole gang is here, and so we know these names and we know the talent behind these names, and we can expect a very good game between them and Albany. That's Meat Sales team, and they'll be joining us shortly as we're about to get underway with our first of two games this evening. Thank you for joining us here on Winners TV. Uh, Recently rebranded, but still part of the Independent Broadcast Network. So IBN is still on YouTube, as a matter of fact. So there's plenty of content, at least coming from the hockey community and from elsewhere. I mean, it's not like I'm not doing other things. Working on a game soundtrack for another project. That's going to be very exciting when we can say more about that. And of course, Phantom Abyss. Pick it up right now on Devolver Digital, and I suggest you do. It's real good. Enjoy it a lot, and we'll uh, struggle with it as much as I do, probably. But these guys are. If you're as good as these guys are, shouldn't be a problem. And let's give you those lineups real quick. Range for Harry, Nargila, Kiwi, Meat, and BG are taking on in blue Goose, PK, Rezzy, Otto, and Fizz. And both those lineups tremendous. And this is a battle for the ages in the game two of the season. Yeah, the, the epic struggle. But it is part of the time when you want to kind of establish that your dominance over everybody. You want to kind of be assertive. And so I expect a little bit of that from both of these teams. But not just yet. It takes a while to get going as now the pass across. Now back over Meat's going to pick this up in traffic. Gets through a couple. And Kiwi, but Otto will take the puck away. We'll probably end up saying that a lot. He does that a lot. Here he gets a nice pass across to Rezzy. Shot and score. Beautiful setup. And Rezzy did the rest. And that's how it works when it works. 1-0 is your score. But here comes Kiwi on the break. Stolen shot. Save! As PK gets a big chunk of that and redirects it towards the corner. And now they're coming back the other way is Otto in traffic himself. Now a little chip shot makes it over the crossbar. And they'll try to reload it here. Kiwi, he's got Meat going forward. And he's going to take this himself. But Meat on the backhand, he spins around and tries to do another backhand. Oh, we're styling and profiling tonight here as Otto with the puck. Quick dish down. Fizz going to pick this up. And they're just going to clear that out of the zone as quickly as they can with pressure coming. Now finally back over to Kiwi, and will he take this himself again? No, he doesn't get a chance as they pick his pocket. And wow, a nice pass immediately over to Meat. He dishes it off, and Kiwi puts the biscuit in the basket, and there is some very nice offense. And you see how quickly they turn it like that. It's just, Very good performance, and 1-1 is now the score about halfway through the first period. Wow. But we can't say enough about both of these teams. I mean, they've got guys who can just do that, just like that, and almost did again as Kiwi right there on the doorstep. They're able to bodies in front of it. Now, where's the puck? There's the puck as it settles behind the net. It's a little dangerous for a moment. It's tough back there in the goalie position when the puck gets really close and you're having to use the right mouse or whatever to look around and see where the hell it's at. And sometimes it's very difficult. And this shot is saved by Nargila, and Goose will retrieve it with about a minute and a half left here in the first period of a pretty swell competition. And we promised you esports, cyber athleticism, and all that shit. And here it is. And now Otto with room, he'll just shoot it. Fires it wide. And puck is cleared. So PK will stay at home while they chase this down. And the Otto to Goose connection. That's a very dangerous combo right there. And Otto, they know he's dangerous, so you see immediately like 2 or 3 people just swarm on him as soon as he gets across the line. But it leaves it the other way for Meat to get loose, and he shoots it wide. Yeah, that's the thing. You commit to try to playing these guys too hard, and then the counterattack is makes you vulnerable. But no damage so far. A tie game is headed towards the second period, it looks like. This one will float into the corner. And, oh, he's going to put this on. There's still a chance. 1 second. Off the post. Man, I think they do that just to fuck with us. It's like, oh yeah, the time's running out. Yeah, we'll go to the second, But no. But wow. But see, if you would have made that, it'll tell you how many microseconds were left on the clock. That's another thing. Shout out to Amigo Meepo, who's doing all this crazy Swedish technology to make all this work, and it really enhanced the game. And like if it does miles per hour over here, and it also does kilometers per hour for everywhere else. And they tell me we're gonna have to figure all that shit out pretty soon anyway. That we're going full metric system here in America. But they said that many years ago, but I don't know. They might be serious this time. Uh, I tried to explain we use the metric system, but only like for like drug deals and stuff like that. Well, how many grams is this? Otherwise, things like feet and yards and things like that are just kind of ingrained in a consciousness, and we'll see how they are. But Kiwi ingraining that one right into the net at, look, 25.9 miles per hour. So 2 assists from Meat Sale, who has assisted on both goals that Kiwi has scored and now is loose on the break. PK is going to come out quickly and disallow that, as that's a place you don't want to be in. Now, long shot turned aside as PK making another save. Yeah, starting to pick up some latency. Uh, the ice is a bit choppy. Again, I never know whether that's just me or whether that's the players too, but usually a lot of the times somebody will You'll see somebody griping about the fucking lag, down there in the chat. I hope you never read the chat down there, by the way. I don't know if it's family friendly or anything like that. Not that we ever claim to be here on this channel. But in the corner, this one will be played out. Meat looking for it, and we'll take it at center ice. And he had a little bit of momentum there and a little bit of room. But the poke check will take it all the way back for BG to play out as they get into position to try it again. And loose puck will go to PK, and he will cradle this one and steer it around the back to set up a counter. But that is quickly denied, and we take it to the 2-minute mark. 2-1 your score as Albany. We're seeing 2 games from Albany tonight. They are up by 1 over New Jersey. Oh, and a beautiful pass right on. But they managed to take that off the stick of meat. So, but you keep doing that, and one of them's gonna go eventually. And actually, a couple have, maybe another to come with this combination of players. And so meat again will drive into the corner for it. BG taking it at the point shot, just wide. As meat scoops it back up, he's just going to take the long shot. Keeley was there looking to pick up the extras, but PK once again with the save. And so now look at them all setting up there, but all rejected. And another big stop. They are bringing it offensively. There's a lot of pressure in front. But PK, he's seen a lot from that position over the years, and so not fooled by any of it. Now here's Goose. And still try to reach through for the puck. It'll be Otto that gets to it. And they may have time to launch one more. No, it will go to the third with the score the same. 2-1. Albany trying to hold on to a lead here in the first of 2 games that we will see from them tonight. Yeah, I don't have all the fancy stuff set up tonight, so hopefully the quality is fine. I think for the millions of people watching, it should suffice. And oh, top shelf or Mama keeps the cookies. That is Kiwi with his 3rd goal, the hat trick. Range for Harry on the assist. And he just planted that straight in the middle underneath the crossbar. And there you have it. And so now a response. Nargila will get the stop on that one. It was headed toward the upper corner. And you'll see a lot more defensive work here as these guys get in close and break up these passes and shot attempts. They've been quietly doing it all game, but it will become a lot more apparent and a lot more urgent here in this final stage. The most important period of the hockey game, if I may coin a phrase. So 339, in fact, left to play, and Otto with a nice move, and he will put it upstairs for a goal of his own, his first, and that makes it 3-2. New Jersey within one. And yeah, the thing about this game is that you've got players like Otto who can instantly just do something like that and change the course of a game. And Meat and guys of that nature that just go against three or four players and just dangle and uh, do all sorts of crazy moves and then just launch it wherever they want. I mean, it's a difficult thing to do. This is not an easy game, and that's one thing that uh, we say a whole lot on these casts, but it's the damn truth. It's a very difficult skill curve. And so it's a testament to the skill of these guys that they're able to do the things they do so effortlessly. And it's nice that so many of the new players in the junior league, the JSL or whatever they're calling it, I hope maybe I'll do some casts over there. Check out the. We always love doing the new bloods for tribes and things like that. Got to see a whole lot of people that ended up being some of the best to play the game. So who knows what may come out of this junior league? It's exciting to have that kind of interest in the game again. So we appreciate you guys for getting involved and for putting in the time to play this game because although it is a high skill curve, it is very rewarding if you can get to the level of the Lewis League, uh, the creme de la creme of North American hockey question mark. And they are battling it down to a minute here in the third period as Otto and his team are trying to come back from a one goal deficit against Albany here, and they've got the puck, at least briefly, and they'll try to regain it and move in the other direction. Now across the red line, it is a long shot. This will go just short. Now back around, Resi looking for it. He's going to try to get around to it before BG does. Leaves it for Otto, and since no one is at the point, it'll be PK that has to play it in. Oh, crazy block shot as Meat grabs it out of the air and forces PK to have to come back, and then on the wraparound shoots and scores. uh, was it a cheat or not? It's almost like cheating at this level of play. I tell you what, the things that some of these guys are able to do. But yeah, that's a he knocked it down with a high stick. And somehow managed to flip it back around for the wraparound and make it 4-2. Your final score. Albany wins, and they'll stay on the ice to play another, and so they'll take a little bit of a lead over New Jersey in the standings. But again, it's the second game of the second week of, so it's still many stories yet to be told, and I don't think we've seen the last of that New Jersey team. In fact, I know it 'cause they're on the schedule a few more times. But anyway, we're moving on to the Toronto Rush. They are trying to be a team of destiny this year or this season. I like to blur the distinction between years and seasons and games because it's like uh, 20 years of LHL, man. Well, 19 to be exact. Yeah, that really. I think they made it to 19, and then this is kind of the the refugee boat of the LHL, and but they're going to a new and wondrous home, and so we're very happy for that's another reason why it's so cool that so many new faces are involved in the game is because there's a lot happening with the game. I mean, with stuff from the 50% of the developers of the original game, and all sorts of stuff that is forthcoming as and like I say, it's because everybody hung around for so long that none of it would have happened if this community hadn't hung on and grown, under duress and neglect. And we did our best for you guys, and it may be finally paying off. Yay! So let's look at the lineups here. It's going to be the same dudes for Albany, I believe. Yes, yeah, and for Toronto, there are Kill Pestle, Novastar, Dalf, Adobe, and Al. Or Adabla Di Adabla Da. Beatles song. You might have heard of the Beatles. That was like Paul McCartney's band before he was in Wings. You remember Wings? But yes, a long time ago. And let's talk about now. This game underneath us here is Kill Pestle with a shot, rebound, shot, score. Delph on the assist, but really it was Kill Pestle with an assist to himself, kind of. He got through on the initial stop and just kept driving, and that's what they tell you to do. That's what every hockey guy, just keep fucking going to the net, man. Good things will happen. And there's proof right there. Of course, it helps to have the kind of skills that Kill Pestle has. Oh, and here's another steal and wrap around. My goodness, he does it from one side, so he had to do it from the other side to show you that he's ambidextrous or amphibious or something. But now, long shot from downtown from a dobla do, a dobla die. Lewis told me what everybody's regular names were before, but I've slept a few times since then and thus forgotten. But I do remember the Beatles. And so these guys are just going to start lobbing these big shots at each other, apparently. It's either that or wraparound attempts. It's one of the two. You get to choose what kind of a scoring attempt you want to make. There's already a wild one, 2-1, with 3:23 left in the first period. But yeah, this will be up on YouTube later. You go to IBN Casting on YouTube, you can see this. For those of you that are just, the thousands of you coming through and going, oh, I I have to go watch whatever titty streamer I usually watch, but this is interesting, so I would like to see it later, and peruse it at my leisure. You can do so with video on demand at YouTube. Just go to IBN Casting on YouTube. we'll have this and others, and oh, and that one right there as Kiwi takes the pass from Meat and ties it up 2-2. Looking a lot like the previous game in terms of what these guys are able to do. However, this is not the Toronto team of yesteryear. They're looking to really do something this season. The third season of the Lewis League trilogy. I mean, that's very important. Long chip shot, Nova Stars in the net tonight, and he handles that with ease. As puck now to Al. He shoots and scores! A 56-mile-an-hour one. It said 14 across the lines. So that tells you right there that the goalie got a piece of it. But, sometimes it's going with enough speed, with enough velocity that it's irrelevant whether you get a stick on it or not. It's going in. And that's one of the goal position. Well, I played goalie for years. Not in this game, but it's they say it's the most difficult position in all of sports. Now, I don't know. Every time I say that, somebody gets mad. They say, "How's that harder than a baseball pitcher or something like that? Or NFL quarterback or you know, I don't know." It makes people mad just to say, "Oh, it's the hardest position in all the sports." But it really is in this game because you don't have body collision. You don't have stick collision other than the blade. So that blade is all you can do to stop the puck. You can't put your face in front of it, like I used to have to, and things got crazy. Uh, no, you just got, and that also means that you have to contort your body in ways that aren't really symmetrical with how you think of the crease and everything. Because I used to think a lot about the geometry of things like that, and so you just have to shift that over a little bit to play the goalie position. I think in this game, and so that's got to be wild. And this game has certainly been wild as it is 3-2 with Toronto in the lead. And that was just the first period. That felt like a whole game's worth of action, but it was just one single period of esports. And again, yeah, we told you so. So, but it leads to a very interesting conclusion, nonetheless, as both these teams with a chance to win this game still. And, like we said, both teams capable of scoring very quickly and without warning. And the game is such that you can score very quickly and without warning. Because one of these long passes connects, one of these long shots, and just like that. And it's Al's second goal, which makes it 4-2. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of just bombs away here from here on out, as those are very difficult uh, for the aforementioned reasons, but also the fact that this game, the physics of it, you just never know. Oh, Meat will shoot and score his second in this game. BG will get the assist, and that brings them back up to 4-3. And again, Nargila will deposit this one up on the top of the net near the water bottle, and get it on out of there. But yeah, this is something else, man. Anything could happen at any minute now. So we watch with interest. Kiwi now has tried to slide one through, and the pass did not connect. And so Range for Harry manages to at least slow this one down. Get it to Kiwi. He'll be looking for Mead in front, and they are working very hard to get it away from him, and they can't. He backhands it over the net. So, and then Kill Pestle, a quick turnaround, almost had a chance. And so, yeah, that's the thing. When you're going deep and desperate like that, you leave a lot of openings, and so that's entertaining to watch. That's for damn sure. 224 remain in this one as Toronto with the lead are trying to hang on to it against Albany. Albany won their game earlier, and they've got to get Toronto out of their zone in order to make something happen here. And they do. Meat will shoot this as soon as he gets to it. And Dalf there with the block. Now he'll get it back again. They're working along the boards. We'll look for somebody up front maybe, as he's got BG there waiting at the point. Range for Harry is also there. But this puck taken away, a minute and a half remain, and Dalf will go ahead and dump it in. That is more time off the clock and more time out of their zone. They're just dumping it every chance they get now. They have the lead. Go down to, oh, right at us. Nearly a minute. And, oh, a chance in front. Another stunt trick there is a high bouncing puck. He's trying to land that, but he gets through everybody, but loses the puck. And so now 48 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry. Nargila gets in on it. He will take a long stab from Hell's Heart. He stabs at the, and now the rebound is saved as Nova Star with some pretty good stops there will preserve this lead and indeed the game if they can't get it through within 20 seconds. And Toronto very alert to what they're trying to do. And with 10 seconds left, they will just play this thing to the end. As Kiwi's got a chance, no, they will get it away from him, and that was the last opportunity for Albany in this game. Put it in stone, it will be Toronto with the win in the nightcap this evening. 4-3 is your score, or was, or shall be, when they write it down in the voluminous book of statistics of all this stuff. Oh wait, it's the third period. I've only done that like once in like 10 years, man. Give me a break. But there's just so much happening here that everybody's playing. Yeah, it's like overtime. It's like bonus time. They got a whole nother period to figure this out, and probably about 10 goals from each team too. Is an empty net there, glaringly empty, and empty on the other side as Nargilo is stretching out a little bit, and Kill Pestle will shoot and score and add to the lead, 5-3. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's the game. No, it's the third period. That's how exciting this. Aren't you glad you're not watching some uh, some crummy other stream. I don't know. Twitch TV is so weird now. Uh, it's not really. I don't. When they talk about Twitch culture, I don't know if there is one anymore. There's a lot of. It's bigger than it used to be, and they ain't coming here. So, as the save made by Nova Star rotating back, here is Meat, and now range for Harry, as these are big plays on defense for Toronto. It's very organized and able to shut down a lot of these things that Albany is trying to do, although the things they have done are pretty spectacular. They got to come up with a few more here, or is Toronto victory like for real? Oh, and very close there. Nargila faced him down, and now Meat. Nothing doing, and so a long shot in the other direction. Nargila will handle it, as that one dangerous for a moment, but they get hold of it, and that might have gone on the net had it not been hit by a stick on the way. Been a lot of deflections like that. Those are they don't keep stats for those, I don't think, but so important. I mean, there's so much of this that comes down to a deflected shot that goes the right way or the wrong way. And especially when you get down to the waning moments of a game such as this, 145 remaining, and Albany in red, they are trying to make up the difference. I was ready to call this game done, but they still have 5 more minutes to to change things around, and now 127 to be exact is in the corner. They're going to take this and try to do something quickly, which we know they can. I think, what did we decide the quickest goal was? I mean, I think like 4 seconds, but you can. Oh, and it doesn't matter now because a dabla do, a dabla da, and that we are a dabla done, I believe. 6-3 is your score. Wow, what a cast, right? This is what you get from having the pros still care about the game after all this time. Well, they tried with other people, because they thought they would get clout from doing it. Now, look at me, look how much clout I've got. That was a shot, as I believe that one was also deflected, as it tips over the net. And so Albany just kind of swinging away, but Nargila will come out for that one. He had to. And so they will still battle here. It's 7 seconds left. And they're looking at an empty net, almost adding the extra. But now you can put it in stone. You never say put it in stone until it is put in stone. And I believe it is pretty fucking put in stone right now. 6-3, your final. Toronto will win over Albany, as Albany wins the first, drops the second, and what an exciting night of hockey we have seen. I mean, we can't complain about the games nor the talent. These guys have been tremendous, and although I wish we had more people, just for not for my own clout, but for the clout of the game and these players. It's just a wonderful thing, and at least you can go back and this stuff will all be in a playlist, and and go like, oh man, I want to see the Lewis League uh, trilogy finale. Yeah, you can see all that shit, every one of them. IBN casting on YouTube, as not only did we witness history, but you can always reference history later there on that channel. But it's more fun to be part of it in the first place, right? And so we thank you for supporting this channel. We wish get more of it, but if we paid more attention to it, and probably will. Why not? I mean, got a lot to do this year, and we hope that you'll be involved with some of it. It's gonna be fun, and I will say no more, and we'll wrap this thing up. But thank you for joining us this evening for some really good hockey. I am Winners with the One, and we will see you next time. We'll be around Thursday, bring you more of the Lewis League Season 3. And I'm not sure who the teams are on Thursday, but it'll be good. And hope you'll be good till then, because Santa's watching or something. I don't know. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.